How are you going? So we're outside for a change and we're talking about Meikon underwater housing. Now these are very affordable little underwater housing cases for a variety of cameras. So at the moment we have the Canon 80D house here, and over here we have the A6300 for the Sony. So what we're going to do is get into some of the specs, what kind of lenses you can put on with these houses, sort of like the functionality, how customizable they are, what they're made of and that sort of stuff. Yeah, just have a general look. So they're made of quite durable material. It's like ABS plastic, polycarbonates, and also stainless steel construction around the metal hinges and the hot shoe adapters. The rubber parts are actually EPDM rubber, and also they're also sealed with the O-rings, so that's kind of another sort of level of protection when it comes to making sure that these things are sealed underwater. So when it comes to kind of lens capability, like the 80D is going to take an 18-135 or a 35mm or a 50mm, so you've got a decent range of lenses you can actually put in there. The Sony you can put on the 19, 20, 30 and 35, plus also the 16-50mm lens. Which is quite a range of lenses. Also, this bad boy goes down to 40 meters, so you can get quite a bit of depth. The Canon 80D housing can go down to 60 meters, so you've got quite a bit of range when it comes to sort of your underwater photography. And the other major advantage that these things have going for them is the fact that they're customizable to the camera. So, I mean, obviously it's for the A6300 Sony, but it's specifically designed so each kind of button is represented. You're always going to have the same functionality outside as you do on the actual camera itself. Another thing to remember is basically maintenance and care for these things. So on the backs of these and here you've got the seal, which is this thing here. So you want to make sure this is clean, like no dust, that sort of thing. So what you do is just kind of go around inspecting it like that. You have a bit of a kind of the special lube that you put on there as well, just to keep it kind of like sort of like lubed, I guess you'd say. Stop me if I get technical. But anyway, and as you're doing this, you don't want to stretch the rubber out either. You want to keep it sort of in its basic shape, and also you don't want to put too much pressure on to damage it. Another sort of safety feature that these guys have actually built into them is a sensor that detects whether the water has actually compromised the housing itself. So in order to sort of show how that works, you just open it up by plugging that there and then popping it over like that. So it's this little seal here basically. What happens is once the water crosses that, you get a beep and it flashes this little red light. So obviously if you're underwater you're not going to hear a beep, but you can see that it is kind of in trouble. So that's a nice little feature that this guy has incorporated. All the housing has that built into it, that technology. Okay, so a couple of the accessories that you can get for these guys. Obviously the standard red filter. So obviously you'd use this when you're underwater and you kind of want to bring the colors back to a neutral looking sort of color. Pretty much what you'd see on land, you want to replicate underwater. So that eliminates the blue or the green of the water. Just put that filter over the front. Pretty simple. The other thing is the deeper you go underwater, the darker it's going to get. So you need some sort of illumination. So there are these lights here and also a handle to attach the light. Now these are very, very powerful and very easy to use. That's obviously different color lights if you want to sort of change the look underwater, and then you have your main light, which is this one, and also a strobe mode. Now in order to attach this to the bottom of the camera, you just have to screw into the bottom 1/4 inch thread like that. So I'll put this down here for a second. Bring that out a bit so it makes a little handle. And just like that, you have yourself an underwater camera with a light. So this thing here just attaches by turning this dial screw here, dial, knob, whatever you want to call it, and it just kind of makes a kind of a vice-like grip, which will release the light like so. So you can put an extension arm on there if you want to get the light further away from the camera, etc. Pretty simple. Just remember, if you do come down and you buy the camera like for this housing or this housing, one of the other ones, you get 15% off the actual housing when you buy the camera. So a pretty good deal considering these things are so low in price anyway. But yeah, come on down and have a look. If you liked this video or enjoyed it, remember to like it.